What is up, you beautiful collectors and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans? Once again, it is the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And this is one that I am very happy to finally have. This has been very difficult to find for me, but it is the new NECA Toys Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TATSU. And I'm noticing, I don't know if you guys are able to see this, but on my screen that I'm watching, the red is like pulsating. Do you see that? It's like that's weird. I don't know if you can see it or if I'm just crazy, but it looks weird to me. But TATSU is one of the few remaining characters that I was actually really interested in getting, and it was actually difficult for NECA to get the likeness rights from this actor. I don't know all the story behind it. I don't know the details behind it, but I know it was difficult and it's taken a very long time to do. But here we have it. And while I have not done a lot of NECA TMNT movie reviews lately, most of them I just don't have much of an interest in. Like they released the Secret of the Ooze Turtles and things like that. I never got them because I always prefer the look in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. There's a lot of other ones that are just kind of like, I never got whatever that kid's name was from Secret of the Ooze. They released a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that had him come in his pizza, Domino's Pizza, was that what it was? Domino's Pizza delivery suit, and his uniform, and a little motorbike sort of thing. I never got that because I didn't go to that Comic-Con, so I was kind of out of luck with it. And then they released another version with him where he was in his fighting outfit that he wore in Secret of the Ooze when he was trying to get into the Foot Clan, and I had no interest in that because I don't care about that look for him. But TATSU was one that I really was hoping that they would do, and it took a long time to do it, as I mentioned. And it took an even longer amount of time, obviously, for me to get the figure. But here we have him. And TATSU's, he's a very interesting character. He's the right-hand man of Shredder, or Oroku Saki. But man of very little words. He mostly grunts. He's mostly grunting. He does say a few, like, iconic words, like when he's practicing with that one guy and he beats him. And then, the guy kind of blocks TATSU's fights, and then he bows, and then TATSU kicks him, and then goes over and, like, holds a knife up to him, kind of thing. He's like, never lower your eyes to the enemy. That's my bad impression of him. But, so he doesn't really say a lot, honestly, throughout the whole movie. But, man of very little words, but very imposing, which was always really cool, and almost a little bit more scary than Shredder. For the package, though, you can see that you got his very grumpy face in there. And then it's got this kind of reddish chrome sort of thing, which is very reflective, which is really cool. Obviously, TMNT, TATSU, same thing here on the side. I don't know what that means, or what that actually says. If somebody knows, let me know. I'd be curious. You got that same logo with the face up there. Come around the back. And you got product shots from him. Now, there's a couple things on here that I don't remember at all. Like, for example, I don't remember him ever wearing this mask. I don't remember seeing it in the first one or Secret of the Ooze. He might have had it, like, hanging around, but I don't recall that. Now, I do know that is a very common sort of thing in the Japanese culture where they would wear masks that resemble the devil and things of that nature. I just don't know what that's called, so I apologize. But I also don't, you also have him holding like I think it's called a kendo stick. But it's basically like a bamboo sword of sorts, primarily used for practice. But I don't remember him using that in it at all. So the only thing that I honestly remember, like, he's got a couple different accessories that I do remember. Open it up. You got this nice open window that fully showcases the figure, but there's a stick right there with a bunch of different hands. There's that mask. He does have a fan in both an open and closed format, which I do kind of remember. I think right before he did that fight in the first Ninja Turtle movie, where, you know, he's like, never lower eyes to me. Like, I feel like he had the fan in a closed position, and he was like he was pointing and like points them away, and then he attacks them. That's all I honestly can remember. I mean, for the most part, he just fought people. So ninja vanish. That's the other one that I remember him doing. But again, you got a really cool image of him like, doing all that kind of stuff, and you got that face right there. So very cool package on the guy. I dig it. Very red, very unique. And like I said, is it still pulsating? It's not pulsating right now. So that seriously, it was like pulsating. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it was weird. But oh, there it goes. It's doing it again. I don't know why it's doing that. That's so weird. But for the package on this guy, that's about it. So I've rambled on long enough. Let's get this guy out here and see how cool he actually is. And here we have TATSU open up and out of its packaging. And, you know, I am really very happy that they were actually able to do this figure. Like I said, I know that there was some difficulty in terms of getting the likeness rights to be able to do them, but I'm glad that they were able to finally get that done. He completes the movie cast, honestly. I mean, we got Casey Jones, we got April, we got the Turtles. I mean, we even got a Danny figure. I never got it because it was part of their whole stupid Loot Crate thing, and I didn't want to commit to buying an entire subscription just to get that one exclusive figure. Maybe if I ever see it cheap, I might add it, but realistically, I mean, like, he wasn't that big of a deal in the movie. And then in Secret of the Ooze, what was his name? Kinu? So it wasn't Kino. That's like a game. But they did release a San Diego Comic-Con version of that. There is a retail version of it, but it was when he was fighting the foot soldiers, when he was trying to join the clan. And I have no interest in that outfit for him. He's wearing like a workout outfit sort of thing. The San Diego Comic-Con one had him in his pizza delivery outfit, and I think that that's a far more fun kind of costume for him. But San Diego Comic-Con, NECA, tends to make these things expensive. So realistically, this is more than likely going to be the last NECA movie figure from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line that I'm going to probably get. I don't have an interest in, as I said, the Secret of the Ooze Turtles. I have Super Shredder, I have Toka, I have Razar. I don't have an interest in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 figures. So this is it, and I'm glad that we actually got it. Now, for his accessories, in addition to the two fists that you see that are on him, he comes with a pair of karate chopping hands. You see that they're just done up like that. They are slightly different. This one, oh, I'm holding it upside down. That's why it's different. Man. But right and left hand, and you know, that kind of thing. You have a right and left hand that is designed to hold his weapons. So if you wanted to take the kendo, I forgot what it's called, the kendo stick. This thing right there, you can hold that very easily. Very nice. You also have this, which is the folded version of the fan that you can kind of sort of put in there. It doesn't really sit in there, but that's why. So yeah, that's why you have this hand, which is a slightly different one. You can see that. Let me come in and I'll show you. You can see that the fingers are split a little bit, as opposed to that one where the fingers are not split. So you have that, which you could take this and wedge that inside there, kinda. I mean, it's a little bit tricky to do it, but you can do that. I don't know why you would be holding this fan in between the two fingers like that. That's weird to me, but you can do it. You can't really get them to hold. I mean, unless you kind of put it... Yeah, well, you can kind of do it like that, where he's kind of holding it in between his fingers, sort of thing. So you have that. And then you also do have the open version of the fan, much thicker, honestly. This is very thin and kind of soft, but you can see that it's like that. This is much thicker. And then you can just wedge that in his hands if you want to. I don't, like I said, it's stuck. Oh, geez. I do remember him kind of pointing, I feel, with this, when he was like, you move. I don't remember him ever actually opening it, honestly, but, you do have that. You also do get, like I said, the kendo stick, which you can see great detail on there. You got the handle, the wood section on here, real nice detail to kind of make it look like it's bamboo tied together, which looks really very, very cool. I really like that. He also does come with a sword. You got a sheath and everything with the string. Again, great detail all the way through it with like the straps and everything. You can remove it, and you got a very nice. That's a nice. Ready? That's a good sound. That's one more time. That's a cool sound. Nice silver paint on there. Flimsy, I would definitely say. But again, you can use the hand to hold it. And I'm trying to remember if he used the sword in the movie. And I feel really bad because I'm not remembering any of this stuff. Maybe it wasn't in there, and maybe that's why I don't remember it. But you can do that. And then, again, you can kind of sort if you really want to, because it's like, this is really, it's stiffer plastic, so it's harder to kind of wedge that open, to kind of get that in there. Do any of these hands have a... No, they really don't. All of them are pretty soft, honestly, so it's more difficult to get him to hold this, which is unfortunate. And you can't attach it to him. I guess maybe you could tie it on there, although I don't think that this is meant to be a tie. But you could do that if you want to. He does come with that mask I was talking about. And this actually looks really cool. Amazing detail on it. Very creepy. Nice gold color. You got a very blood red look. Wicked evil smile. You come around the back and you can see that it does have a strap in there. Now, you do have a strap, again, very, very thin on it. So I would really be careful when you're manipulating this around to put it on. And you can easily just, here's the alternate head. You can literally just kind of take this and put it over his face. Just kind of wedge that down. And you can do that if you want to. Again, it's a thing that you can do if you want. I also still have the Casey Jones mask right here. Let's put Casey Jones's mask on him. That's just funny. Again, I don't remember seeing him use this at all in the film. It's not that he didn't. I just don't remember seeing it. Maybe it was like hanging out in the background or something like that. But this is a very customary sort of thing in the Japanese culture with these masks, which is really very nice. The other part that I really do like is, and this makes sense, he comes with a foot clan, whatever you want to call it, folded up mask. This was, remember in the film, when they would pass their test, they would get this and they would become a member of the Foot Clan. So it's cool that they have this. You can have them hold it in the hand with the little split section here. So if you kind of take a look, you have like these little indents there, which work perfectly for kind of fitting this through. And let's see if I can get there. Yeah, go like this. Fit that through like that, where you kind of have the fingers on that section, and then that section right there is kind of where the thumb's going to go. So you just kind of wedge that in there. And he holds it pretty decently. That's cool. I like that. And then you can have him just holding the mask as if he's going to give out, the honor of being part of the Foot Clan, I guess. He also does come with a alternate portrait. Taking a look at both of these at the same time. You can see this one's just more neutral, and this one is the, him fighting kind of pose. Great look on both of them. I think I'm going to stick with this. I have heard that it's actually really difficult to swap the head out. That the peg is a little bit bigger than the whole. So obviously, if you heat up the head, use a hair dryer or something like that, soften it a little bit, you'll be able to pop it off. But you're going to have to do that every single time that you want to swap them. And I think that's fairly annoying to do. But I think that that is a perfect look for him. So that's what I'm going to stick with. Coming in to take a look at the figure, though, absolutely phenomenal. They nailed the likeness. It is on par with all their other figures, which, you know, for the most part, they're always pretty good with getting the likenesses for these characters. And this is no exception. It looks really good. He does have a cloth outfit, which always is kind of weird, but it works for him because most of the time when I see cloth figures, the outfits are way too baggy. They're way too big, and they look fake, honestly, and I don't like them. But because he's wearing these robes and such, this is how it looked in the film. So it really does fit with this particular release. So I think it's really extremely well done. All the way around, you got the symbol here in the back, all the detail with the shoulder section. You know, you got the little this is rubber here. I don't even know what you call it. These little shoulder bits, and then it comes down to the belt area, the pants, the shirt. Everything looks extremely well done. One thing that's kind of weird is I feel like the color doesn't match between the arm and the hand. I don't know if that's me, but you're just gonna keep that down anyhow. Articulation is kind of a fun one because this guy, he does have the wrist hinge, but it is stiff. It really is. But that's NECA for you. The rest of the articulation is pretty decent. I don't know. He's got something going on with the hips. The head is on a ball joint, so you can see you get a pretty good range of motion with that, which is nice to see. The shoulders here are on pin hinge joints, I feel, so you get a good range of motion with that. And then because of how big the I don't know, shirt or robe is, I mean, you get a pretty solid range of motion all the way around with him, which is great. He's got a bend here at the elbow. The wrists do rotate, and then again, you can see that there is a hinge there as well. Wonder if any of these have actually. Oh no, that's actually pretty good. So the ones that are on here are stuck, and I'm not going to force it because that sucks when you break a figure. He does have a diaphragm ball joint, I think, so you can get some side to side and forward and back with them. So you can crouch him a little bit, put him back a little bit more. So you get a full range of motion going on there. Does he rotate? Get a little bit of rotation as part of that as well. The hips here, though, are weird. If you guys have this figure, let me know if this is something that you have. So this, moving it, you can hear, like, it's a really creaky joint. I don't know. And then it goes out, which is fine. I'm trying to, is this? This is split. I don't know if is it supposed to be split? I guess maybe it is. That just looks really split there. I don't know. I guess maybe. This leg, though, sounds like it's a ratchet joint. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. So if you know, let me know. I have no idea, honestly. It's weird to me. And then, again, that moves in and out. Really, I don't know. That's really weird to me. I don't particularly like that. He does have two bends at the knee, so get a good range of motion with that there. The ankles, getting these pants out of the way so you can kind of see. I like how the boots go all the way up and go to like these pants that are kind of tucked into his boot. That's really nice. You do have ankles that move forward and back. They also have the hacky sack pose, so you can go like that. Great detail with even the little feet. That looks really good. So in general, like the articulation, everything is exactly what you would expect in the figure. I don't understand some of the joints in them. They're kind of weird. He also rotates at the elbow. I should have mentioned that as well. So articulation is solid on this guy. Now for comparison on him, I'm gonna bring in the foot soldier because that makes sense to have the foot soldier there. So you can see that the scale is pretty decent with these guys. These are roughly the same height. Let's bring in Roku Saki, the Shredder himself. Bring him in also. And again, I think that the size works pretty decently with them. Happy with that. And then again, you can kind of see, it definitely looks like it's, a lot smaller, but you got like the little screens for the eyes and stuff. So that's really cool that they did that. And then just because, why not? I mean, these are human characters. Let me bring in Leonardo. So bring in an actual Ninja Turtle so that you can see the size. I feel like the turtles have always been a little bit bigger than they should be. I feel like they should be like a hair smaller. Not much. Just minuscule. Oh, no, I mean, they are a little bit shorter, so I guess it's not too terribly bad. But there you go. There's the look at kind of the size scale for him. So I think that TATSU fits pretty decently when you compare him to the other figures that NECA has released for the movie. So it still fits very decently. Overall, I really like the release. I think that, with all the accessories that he comes with, even though that I don't recognize really some of them, I think it's nice that they included them. I don't know if there's a reference to them. I mean, I pride myself on being a Ninja Turtle fan, and I don't have an answer for you on them. But I think for the most part, they did a great job with it. The sword, the kendo stick, the mask, the fans, all of them really good. You get, you get 2 alternate portraits on it. It's a solid release. It really is. And for the most part, like I said, completes the collection of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, which is really cool to finally have this. So I'm super, super excited to have them. It turned out great. If you guys are able to find him, I would definitely recommend picking him up. He is harder to find, but I am seeing reports that more are starting to show up. So I think the initial craze of Ninja Turtle fans had them going out, scalping them, buying them, all that kind of stuff. And I think that, now that the hype has died down, I think more figures are starting to kind of actually reveal themselves. So if you can find him, I would pick him up. He is, in my opinion, while not necessarily an essential character in the overall mythos of Ninja Turtles, for the live action movies, he was. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if I saw him in, no, because Shredder and them, they weren't in the third movie. I mean, he was in both the first one and Secret of the Ooze. So it's cool to have him. It's cool to have him, and I would definitely recommend picking him up, guys. So there you go. There's my look at the new-ish Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TATSU from the folks over at NECA Toys. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you would do that very simple thing that I ask for all the time, and that's just to hit that thumbs up button. About 10% of you do, so I appreciate that, but let's see if we can push that up a little bit higher. If you're watching the videos, if you watch any of my videos and you enjoy them, hopefully you would show that support. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't already subscribbled. Doing that gets you instant email notifications whenever I do upload a new video or even go live so that you can come and hang out and have fun. But all that being said, that's about it, guys. So once again, thank you for tuning in. And until next time, this is Optibotimus saying to please, please, please remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Be kind to everybody. Take a look at everyone around you. We're all human beings, no matter what color, what sex, what sexual orientation. None of that stuff matters. On the inside, we're all human beings. So, in the great words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other. And until next time, this is Optibotimus saying adios, au revoir, and I'll be the same.